Hi everyone and welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host Sheridan Nichols and I've got Officer Carlson with us today and we're going to talk about some Labor Day safety tips. Holiday weekends, what does it do to us? It just brings out some of the cuckoo and we need to calm it down. So give us some tips that we need to know and think about.
Probably one of the biggest things is if you're going to go out and enjoy adult beverages at the lake, at parties, cookouts, things like that, have a plan. Make sure that you plan on having someone there to drive you or someone that can come pick you up. That way, you don't become one of the statistics of the 30% of crashes involving intoxicated drivers, whether it's, even your prescription medications. If you take prescription medications, alcohol can increase the effects of those. Things like that you have to watch out for and make sure that someone can get you home safely.
And staying hydrated.
Yes, and staying hydrated is also a great thing. Looking out for motorcycles. It's supposed to be a pretty decent weekend, I believe. So there'll probably be lots of motorcycles out, lots of cars, lots of people in general.
Mm-hmm.
So
people walking,
kind
of enjoying the last of the summer weather before we hit this fall temperatures coming in. So
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. I think we're all ready for
the
that.
The unofficial end of summer.
Heat wave. Well, anything else? Probably like people out making like bonfires and s'mores and a lot of these things.
With fires, just make sure that there's not a burn ban in effect. You can check either by calling the non-emergency number for your local police or sheriff's department, and be safe about it. Make sure, when you're done, you actually drown that fire, put it out completely. Don't just let it burn overnight. Wind happen, we get a thunderstorm, the wind picks up, and all of a sudden things are blowing. Hot things blowing where they shouldn't be may result in, damage to your property, a large scale fire, things like that.
And still being careful when you are out on the water, like swimming and if you're out tubing or doing anything out on the lake, because we do have these beautiful lakes. Making sure you got your life vests and...
Yep, making sure you have your life vests. Again, if you're going to enjoy adult beverages, make sure someone that is sober is piloting your boat. That you have enough life jackets on board for each person on board, and that your younger kids are always in their life jackets. Even on like a pontoon boat, they may just decide they want to go look at something at the water and fall off, things like that. So try to keep that from happening, or keep anything worse accidents from happening than them just falling in the water, as long as they've got that life preserver on.
Some really good tips, things to just keep in mind. Anything I'm missing that you want to add?
Something else to think about is DUI on average costs around $10,000 between fines, court costs, attorney fees, lost time at work. So there's a lot of things that people may not think about, but sometimes that monetary number on it, they're like, oh yeah, that's a lot of money for me. I don't know. So
that's right. Yeah, no kidding. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi everyone and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I've got Jane Roberts with me today from the American Cancer Society. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to talk about a kickoff and then a couple of fundraisers. Where do you want to start?
Well, I think that the first one we're going to be having is September the 7th. It's our Strength in Pink kickoff for our Making Strides event, which is October the 26th.
Okay.
And what Making Strides is, it's Making Strides Against Breast Cancer for Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. Our presenting sponsors is Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, WCYB, WXBQ, and Bristol Herald. And we're having that kickoff at, like I said, September the 7th at the Doubletree Hotel in Johnson City. It'll be at 10 o'clock in the morning. We'd first said $10 charge, but then we found a sponsor, thank you very much, who wants to stay anonymous. And we are now going to do it for free for everyone. So we'll have a brunch, we'll have drinks, we'll have information, a small gift for everyone. So if you're interested in learning more about it, or if you're part of it, come and see us at the Doubletree in Johnson City at 10 o'clock on September the 7th.
That's so exciting. And now there's another, pull out your pink. Well, it's, we've got another little pink dress party.
The month of October is just pink, pink, pink. We will have our little pink dress party. All the proceeds of that also goes for breast cancer research. And we will also be having a paddle raise for cancer patients' transportation. We have gave Ballot $20,000 for transportation and also for lodging for cancer patients. We've also gave just here recently $50,000 for Feeding Southwest Virginia to help cancer patients with food disparities. So during the Little Pink Dress Party, we'll have a paddle raise for people to help us to for the transportation for cancer patients. But when you come, it will be October the 5th at the Virginian. We are still looking for sponsors. Individual tickets will go on sale September the 11th. And when you come in, we will have valet parking. We'll have our signature pink drink waiting for you when you come through the door. We have a pair of 1-carat diamond earrings that you have an opportunity for. We have a silent auction. We have dancing. It's just going to be a really fun night. You can live your Barbie dream. Come dressed in pink. Guys come in pink tuxedos. They come in suits with pink ties, and so it's for men and women.
I love that. Now, how long have these been going on?
As a matter of fact, our Little Pink Dress Party and our Making Strides, this will be their second year. Okay. So they're brand new. We just now started out with them. Last year, our Making Strides made I think it was $110,000 last year. We had over 400 participants to sign up, and we had over 300 participants to show up for the day of the event to walk. This year is going to be a whole lot better. Our first year we was just learning. So this year we will have a live band. We're going to have someone there to do face painting and balloons for the kids. We're going to have the Blended Peddler there for a food truck. We're having the brunch box for a food truck. We're going to have gift bags for all the survivors. We're going to walk a mile, and during that mile it's going to be a treat trail because it's right before Halloween. So we'll have water stations that has treats also. So we just we're going to make it a really fun day for you for the October the 26th.
I love that. Now, if you want to register for that, where do you go?
Go to www.makingstrideswalk.org/EastTNSWVA, or call me 276-299-3649. So just think 276-299-3649, and that will get to me. Or you can call our 1-800 number and they will get it to me.
Perfect. Thank you for being involved in this. This is so important in our community, and I know that there's a really big need.
Yeah, I'm a breast cancer survivor myself, and so this is a passion of mine. And I was stage 3. So the fact that I'm even sitting here today shows proof of what research can do, because 15 years ago I might have not lived another month. So the fact that I'm sitting here shows you that all the money we're raising for the research, it goes back into the community and it's helping people here.
That's great. Yeah, I love that. Well, thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Mark your calendars. I think your phone's going to be ringing a lot, Jane.
I hope so.
Get ready. You may hit it on silent eventually, but yeah, I think you're going to be very busy. So.
I hope so.
Well, thanks for being here, and don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Leah Ross joining us today from Rhythm and Roots, and she's going to tell us all about the lineup and the final touches, and it's right around the corner.
It's hard to believe it's 2 weeks away, September the 13th through the 15th.
And we know you are super busy right now, so thank you for coming in and sharing with us, because I know everybody, this is like one of the best things in Bristol.
Well, we like to think so. It's a labor of love, because there sure is a lot that goes into it, but when we get closer and closer, it gets more and more exciting. So if folks haven't gotten their weekend passes yet, there's still time to get those before you get to the gate, because they're $115 right now. At the gate, they'll be $140. So you want to go ahead and get it early, so you've got it. You can print it home, or you can come by and get them at the museum, just wherever.
And a huge lineup. It's hard to even know. Where do you start?
I don't know where you start, but I always like to start with our local 49 Winchester. They'll be back this year. And you think about where they've come from, where they started, and they got their start. We like to say it, Rhythm and Roots, and I think we'll be seeing them on award shows soon. But we've got Ashley McBride coming, and I mean, she's won Grammy Awards, she won a Country Music Award, and Garth Brooks invited her to become a member of the Country Music Hall of Fame. So, you know, all of those things are super exciting for us. We've got a band coming called the Red Clay Strays, if you haven't heard of them. When we booked them, which was probably close to a year ago, because they were one of our first books, they were little known, and now they're even headlining some festivals. We've got the Wallflowers coming. We've got Molly Tuttle and Blue Highway. So just go check out our lineup at bristolrhythm.com, because I think it's one of our best lineups we've ever had.
And it really is so much to do, and it's something for everyone. What other things can you do out there besides listening to music?
Well, you know, we have great vendors coming. We have great food vendors. Of course, our restaurants are all busy during the weekend, so that's always good to do. But there's just so many things. If you haven't bought your raffle tickets, you can. If we are not sold out, but we've been sold out at every, you need to go ahead and get them now. But there's many things you can do. We have Children's Day that's free on Saturday at Anderson Park from 12 to 2, I believe it might be 1 to 3, just check that out. But it is mostly about the music, but there's so many things. One thing that we added last year was a children's area during the festival, and it's across from the mural, and it'll be there Saturday and Sunday, and it's a place to take your kids and let them play a little bit, or just sit down and relax with them and stuff, because they do need to get rid of some of that energy, I guess.
That's right, and hopefully we'll have just a beautiful weekend. I know this is really something, a favorite for everyone.
You know, we hear that all the time, and we've been blessed to think about where we came from with about 4,500 or 5,000 that first year to where we are now, 45,000 people mostly.
Amazing.
So the lineup's stellar. There'll be music everywhere you go, things to do, a place to sit down and rest, get out of the heat by going inside if it's heat, but we're planning on good weather, and but we're a rain or shine event.
I love it. Anything you want to add that we're missing?
Well, yeah, I think we're missing volunteers. I don't know if I mentioned that.
We need some volunteers.
We still need
everyone.
volunteers. If you go to bristolrhythm.com, there's plenty of opportunities to volunteer. If you work one shift, you get a pass to come to the. If you want to come on a Friday and you're working on Friday, you can come and get that pass on Friday. But you get one pass per shift. So really, if you wanted to work 3 shifts, you can come all 3 days.
Gosh, that's great. And what are some of the volunteer opportunities?
Well, we've got our green team is always needing stuff to make sure we're collecting our recyclables. We have beverage gardens. We have ticket booths. We have people that work our parking stuff. So it's a 4-hour shift. So, you know, it's great. We offer a shuttle service from Malcolm Stadium for our volunteers, because, you know, it is difficult to find, but go ahead and and you also get a free t-shirt.
Gosh, that's great. All right, volunteers, go ahead and
We
sign
need
up.
ya.
We need
you.
you this year.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Martin Dodderwyk with us today from King University, and we've got a few different things to talk about. Where should we start?
Quite a few. Well, my primary job is the King Institute for Faith and Culture, which brings a speaker series and has done since 2007. And we have a couple of speakers coming up that I think will be of wide interest. On September the 9th, we're bringing a woman called Alyssa Yukiko Weichbrot. Alyssa is an art historian. She teaches at Covenant College in Chattanooga, and she has a book called Redeeming Vision, which is about teaching us how to see beauty in things, not just in art itself, but in the world around us. And so she is a specialist in art, but she's somebody who I think appeals broadly and is going to bring a really interesting way of looking for all of us. That'll be on September 9th. As always, we have events on campus in the morning that are open and free to the public at 9:15 in our chapel, and then in the evening she'll be at Central Presbyterian Church at 7 p.m. on Monday the 9th. All these events, by the way, are available at king.edu/events, which has all these things listed. A very special moment for us as well comes up in October when we welcome yet again our most famous graduate, our most decorated graduate, Catherine Patterson. Catherine is coming back to us from her home in Vermont, and she is going to be in conversation in the morning with Bristol's own Kimberly Brubaker Bradley. Oh, wow. And they'll talk about our theme for the year. We took the theme from Catherine's talk, which is titled A Sense of Wonder. And it seems to me that as educators and really as people, this is something we all want to find, is that moment of wonder. Not something that is simply functional or simply useful, but something that makes our mouths drop open and our eyes open, that kind of pulls us out of ourselves. So with Alyssa speaking about art, I think we'll get that theme, and then Catherine is going to talk about that directly. And in the morning, she'll be in conversation with me and with Kimberly Brubaker Bradley here of Bristol, and in the evening, she'll speak at Emmanuel Episcopal Church at 7 p.m. So we're really excited to bring Catherine back. She has been named a living legend by the Library of Congress. She's won the Newbery Award twice. She's won the National Book Award twice, and she's just wonderful to be with. And I hope people can come out and meet her and get to know her, because she really is a treasure. So that's our programming for September and October. We're pretty excited about that. We're also going to be having a performance by the Twin City Radio Theater, which is based at King, which does old radio dramas, and they stage them, and they're going to have one called Dead Air. It'll be a little bit spooky in the week before Halloween. Those performances are going to be October the 24th, 25th, 26th, and 27th, I think. Again, the website has all this right.
Go to the website.
Go to the website. So those are the events that I'm overseeing, and then a play. And we have another unusual thing coming up this fall, which is an artist in residence. Okay. Many people in Bristol have already encountered a man called Aaron Blake, who moved here a couple of years ago from, well, he's partly here and partly in New York. He's an operatic tenor. He spends most of his time singing with the Metropolitan Opera in New York or the Cincinnati Opera. He's been with the Israeli Opera. Oh, wow. And as he moves around in these different locations, he has found a kind of second home in Bristol. So he's going to be our artist in residence at King this fall. And Aaron is going to offer a couple of things this fall that will be of interest to students and to the general public both. As part of his duties for us, he's going to offer 2 master classes. The master class there's going to be one for high school students and one for college students. And it's an opportunity to spend about 2 hours working particularly with Aaron, and there's going to be some opportunity to work individually with him as well. For either one, you have to register, and there is actually a little audition that you do online, and that has to be done by September 15th. Okay. It's on the website with all the details. But the one for the high schoolers will be on Thursday, the 24th of October, between 10 a.m. and noon. That'll be at First Presbyterian Church. And then for college students, it'll be on the Saturday from 1 to 3 in the afternoon at King's Memorial Chapel. So that's an opportunity for aspiring singers to work with somebody who is a prominent Grammy Award-winning professional singer. Wow. And we're really excited to offer that. In addition, he's going to do a recital. So you get to hear him sing on Friday night, October the 25th, and that'll be a recital at King in the Memorial Chapel as well. So we're really excited about this new program. We're hoping it's going to offer a lot of local singers a chance to work on their practice. And Aaron is a really dynamic person on both when he's singing and teaching, and so we're excited to offer that to the community.
This is great. You always put together such a great lineup. We were talking about that before you got here. We were like, we can't wait to find out what's on the agenda, and my goodness. So it's nice to have King University so close and accessible, and just with a lot of great things going on. Now, I know you're also here to share something else.
It's an exciting time for us for 2 reasons. One is that we have just welcomed our 24th president, Andy Tooley, who has just hit the ground running. This morning he did our opening convocation lecture, and we're really excited to welcome him. He's been at Wheaton College, where I was an undergraduate. He's been at Belmont University, and now he's come to us. He and his wife Krista have 3 kids. They're in Haynesfield and Tennessee Middle and Tennessee High School, so they're spanning the city already. We're also excited because we've just been able to announce a major grant from the Bill Gatton Foundation. Oh, wow. And that is going to help us a lot. It really reflects Mr. Gatton's commitment to Bristol and his commitment to education. And it's involved a pretty significant base gift plus 2 matching gifts over the next 2 years. And so it's allowing us to think big about some things, and we're really excited and very grateful to the Gatton Foundation.
I love that. Well, you'll have to come back and tell us when we know what your plans are.
All right.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us today, too. We'll see you next time.